What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today we're using a Mega Mawile and Iron Ball Gallade team. This team was used by Shiny Sophion on Twitter to end up in Champion tier last season, so you know this is a powerful team. We've got Farigiraf to set the Trick Room, though Gallade can also set the Trick Room. We've got Iron Ball Sharpness Gallade here. Not Mega Gallade, Mega Gallade is much faster, but Iron Ball, the new item in MB, halves your speed, so this Gallade can be extremely slow, underspeeding stuff that wouldn't expect it. Torkoal's here because it's a Trick Room team. We've got Life Orb Incineroar, very aggressive, very powerful. We have a little bit of speed on the Incineroar just so it doesn't speed tie with Farigiraf, basically. But otherwise it's max attack and just spams Close Combat, Darkest Lariat, Flare Blitz, potentially in the sun, with a potential Helping Hand, just to do a ton of damage. People should not be expecting that. Mawile, it doesn't have Iron Head, but it has Rock Slide, so you can hit Charizards. Play Rough typically does the damage you need as long as it connects. And finally, we've got a Vivillon. Vivillon here with Compound Eye, Sleep Powder, and Rage Powder. It can just help set up Trick Room, but it is quite fast, so if Trick Room goes up and it doesn't go down, it can be a little bit awkward at times. I do think Incineroar for Farigiraf is probably the better lead most of the time. But anyways, here's the stats. I'm ready to get into it. Let's jump in. Alright, ooh, double Vivillons. They also have Incin Farigiraf, they have Sinistra, they have a lot of anti-Trick Room stuff going on. How am I going to get Trick Room up? They could stop it with their own Trick Room, they could stop it with a powerful Dark Pulse, they could stop it by Sleep Powdering. If I bring Incineroar... can redirect Sleep Powder or go for a Speed Tie if they're also Sash, but if they're like Scarf, that wouldn't work. I could lead with 2 Trick Room setters. That would be awkward, but potentially work. Yeah, this is quite awkward. I think I need Farigiraf Vivillon just to make something work here. Mawile is pretty good here, actually. And then do I want my Incineroar, my Gallade, my Torkoal? I kind of like Gallade. Also, I just want to use it. It's not every day you get to use an Iron Ball Gallade, you know. Alright. What you got? Blastoise Viv. Well, here we go. I think it has to be Rage Powder, right? Would you click Sleep Powder? And like what, Water Spout maybe? I guess I could Protect and Sleep Powder the Blastoise. I don't hate that play. Protect on Farigiraf might catch them off guard. But if they're not caught off guard and just Sleep Powder my Viv before my Viv moves, that would be rough. Alright, let's see what they got. Sleep Powder into Farig. Okay, exactly what I expected to see. Good night, Blastoise. They did move first as well. I think they're probably Scarf. Here's where I go for Trick Room, and it has to be Rage Powder. I gotta have my Butterfly get put to sleep here. And the Blastoise could do the 1-turn Wake. It's not likely, but it isn't super unlikely. Okay, good. 2-turn Sleep. Let's go Thunderbolt into Blastoise, and Do I want to bring in Mawile hard here? Maybe Gallade? Gallade has a lot of special defense. Plus Blastoise isn't going to be full health. Yeah, let's bring Gallade in. Or rather, Valiant of the Distant Past. Alright, big damage to Blastoise, love that. Water Spout is no longer scary. Just Dark Pulse into Farig, that's okay. We actually live that. If you're also spamming Sleep Powder into that slot, could be worse. Gotta get rid of their Butterfly. So I'll Thunderbolt Blastoise and Psycho Cut into the Butterfly. Blastoise actually leaving. Incineroar? Okay. Intimidate to try to survive the Psycho Cut. Get more things put to sleep. It worked! I was hoping we would just crit through it. Alright, my almost entire team is asleep right now. That's great. Thunderbolt can take out Vivillon. You are definitely asleep. This is 2 turns left of Trick Room. Doesn't matter what Gallade clicks here. Oh, we wake up. Goodbye. That's excellent. Do you give Gallade a chance to wake up? Do you parting shot the Gallade, maybe? Just take out Farigiraf? That is cool. Mawile's in for free. I guess it's not free. Your Blastoise could fake something out here on the last turn of Trick Room. But Gallade's going to wake up eventually, and then you'll be in trouble. I think I want to go with Rock Slide's 150, but then the spread reduction. So Play Rough would do more to Incineroar. I want to hit Incineroar. And I'll go for a Leaf Blade into Blastoise. If I can wake up, that would be awesome. Farigiraf woke up early, so maybe Gallade can too. I think it's like, what, 1 in 3? They do go for Fake Out into Mawile. And we wake up. Goodbye, Blastoise. Fantastic. Now, does Flare Blitz one-shot Mawile? That could be awkward. Oh, it's Parting Shot into Mawile. That is probably fine. You're going to get back out into Incineroar. You're going to Intimidate again. You're going to have a Fake Out turn. Not too worried about Sinistra. Let's get Mawile off the field into Viv here. Don't expect we're ever going to be allowed to wake up with that thing, but should I go for Trick Room? I think I will go for Trick Room. I expect they probably Fake Out Gallade here. I just want to get the Intimidate off. They Fake Out there. Ooh, Trick Room's up. Alright, we've been sufficiently intimidated, I think, which is a little rough for Gallade, but Mawile can do really well. I think we might need some chip onto Incineroar, maybe? How's our Gallade's attack? -2? That's not the end of the world. I would like to someday Hurricane this Sinistra, but I doubt that's ever allowed. I think I'll just go for Sacred Sword into Incineroar. I know they could redirect it, but I don't think they're threatened enough to care. Oh, that's really good damage. Sitrus Berry? Okay, fine. Plus Flare Blitz, okay. And just Machagacha. Leaving Trick Room up is fine by me. No burn. Perfect. If they redirect, Rock Slide might still be able to take the Incineroar, honestly. So I think that's actually what I want to do, is go for Rock Slide. And then just spam Psycho Cut into Sinistra. High crit chance. Plus the flinches from Rock Slide could be nice. Yeah, they do Rage Powder here, that's what I thought. But I want to get rid of Incineroar. Alright, Psycho Cut does not crit. That's fine. Rock Slide connects with Incineroar, and it lives! No flinch, Flare Blitz. Doesn't do it. That's perfect. Let's go. Let's not go. That's a burn. That's bad. At least the Incineroar's gone, but oh no, they got the burn! Leftover Sinistra is gonna be kinda hard to take down. We've only got one more turn with Mawile. Let's make it count with a Play Rough. And I gotta just keep spamming Psycho Cut. How's this Trick Room doing? 2 more turns, that's good. If they have Protect, you definitely use it here. Alright, they don't have Protect. I think that's Play Rough range. I think we got it. No, not quite. Oh no. Oh no! They burn the Gallade here, it's actually over. How much did they get back? I think it's enough that I need to crit. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, they're definitely out of range if I don't get a crit. Alright, Gallade, you've spammed a lot of these. It's got a decent crit rate. Come on. You got this. Come on, do it! Oh, that was actually more damage than I expected, but not enough. Machagacha connects. Goodbye. Oh, real close one. That burn from Flare Blitz was massive. That definitely won the game right there. Plus you didn't flinch that turn from Rock Slide. Oh man. Good game. Alright. Rotom Heat Sceptile. There's a combo. Something I'll have to watch out for. They have a Farigiraf, so I can't just go for Fake Out. Taking out Gallade with that combo wouldn't be too hard. Taking out Farigiraf with that combo might not be the easiest thing. Redirection doesn't work on Discharge or the Sceptile. Not a great spot. I think I need to go with Incineroar plus Farigiraf or Gallade. My idea is I'm going to go Incineroar, Gallade. No, it has to be Farigiraf. Incineroar, Farigiraf, then I can use the threat of Fake Out to at least force one slot to swap to their own Farigiraf, if they have it. Because only one Pokemon, unlikely to be able to knock out Farig. But one Pokemon can knock out Gallade, and that one Pokemon is Sylveon with, like, Hyper Beam. Mawile's great here, and so is Gallade? Or Torkoal. I think it's more of a Torkoal game than a Gallade game, but I like Gallade better, so I'm actually going to bring that. I do have Fire, Offense, and Incineroar, which could actually be boosted by the Torkoal. But I'd rather use Gallade. It's Gallade. You get Torkoal all the time. I'm going to give Gallade another shot. Alright, what do we got? There's Sylveon. What are you gonna do, Hyper Beam me? Man, about to be Hyper Beamed. Life Orb, Flare Blitz. Set Trick Room. That's my plan. You rage powdered? So I could have just faked out Sylveon for free. I assumed Farigiraf might come in. Or that you were trying to reverse Trick Room. Rage powder was not on my bingo card there. We're faster than the Sylveon too, so even if we don't get Trick Room, that's probably okay. Hyper Voice, that's not going to knock us out. Almost knocks out Incineroar. Actually, it's a bit awkward for Incineroar being faster than this Sylveon now. But Mawile can switch into a Hyper Voice pretty free. Gallade, not so much. So, we're not going to bring that in just yet. Rotom? Sure. Get some damage on that would be nice. No way do they go Overheat here. So let's go into Mawile and just gonna Psychic down Rotom as much as I can. Get it into range for anything later. This Incineroar is actually pretty slow. Is that min speed Sylveon? Should have checked our speed again. I think that might be min speed Sylveon. Which means it could go before our Farigiraf, but unless it's clicking Hyper Beam here, I don't think that really does it. Yeah, min speed. Doesn't do it, thankfully. And Mawile will be slower than that. Unless they're Iron Ball. Good damage with Psychic, but not quite what I was... Oh, Volt Switch. Fine by me, we're still around. And you're off the field. And you didn't hit Mawile. Yeah, Sceptile. I think Sceptile needs to have a Play Rough thrown its way. And then... Yeah, we're min speed on Farig, so that's a speed tie. Who do you protect here? You're definitely going to protect one. I'm going to click Play Rough into the Sceptile specifically because Sceptile can KO my Mawile from here, but I don't think Sylveon can. I do think Sceptile is the one that's more likely to protect, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? They Mega Evolve, which could indicate they're actually going on the offense. Attacking with both here would be kind of reasonable. You know Mawile's going to take one, but not both. Alright, they do protect the Sceptile. Understandable. Alright, can we win the speed tie here for Rig? Nope. Well, actually it doesn't matter. They're clicking Hyper Beam. Goodbye. Alright, got that turn wrong. Yikes. Special defense drop is really nice. How's this Trick Room going? 2 more? That might be enough. Gonna go with Sacred Sword into this Sceptile. And a Psychic into the -1 Sylveon. That's a one-shot? Did that crit? No? Dang, Gallade, you crazy. Another special defense drop, nice. Yeah, and with our Iron Ball, we can move before Sylveon here, knock it out with Psycho Cut, and just, I guess, send a Psychic into Rotom. I believe it's usually Scarf Rotom on these teams, so Psychic should put it in Fake Out range, funny enough. That's our end game. Psycho Cut. And this Psycho Cut before Min Speed Sylveon is only possible because of the Iron Ball. Otherwise, they would be slower than us, for sure. Gallade is base 80, Sylveon's base 60. Let's go. And this is a roll. Oh, it gets it! Good job, Farig. Nice, nice. Good job, team. GG. Alright, Sylveon, their own Incineroar, Charizard, Gengar, Whimsicott, and Garchomp. Their best way to stop my Trick Room would be like Taunt from Gengar or Incineroar maybe. If they just start blasting, we're definitely going to be able to fake something out. And I don't hate Incineroar here. Plus Mawile back end. If we get Trick Room up, Mawile can just go crazy. I guess we don't have Iron Head for the Sylveon. But having Rock Slide and Play Rough does a lot, and plus Sucker Punch after the fact. And then of course Gallade. I don't want to lead with Gallade. I do think them bringing in Incineroar is fairly likely. So I don't want to be immediately intimidated, and Farigiraf can block Fake Out, but not so much Gallade. Gallade is also weak, and Gallade is actually weak to quite a few of them too, being weak to Ghost, Flying, Fairy, and Fairy again. I think this is right. Torkoal doesn't feel like the call this time around. This is what I'm going to go with. Their Sylveon and Incineroar can both be pretty slow potentially, but because they have a they don't have a Trick Room mode, I would think, unless their Whimsicott has Trick Room, so I think they'd just be speed invested on both of those. Charizard Garchomp, perfect. That is perfectly fine with me. Gotta fake out the Charizard, but the Garchomp is intimidated, which is great. They're gonna go for a Rock Slide flinch, plus a big blast with Charizard. Our special defense is okay, but we're not like max special defense or anything, so I do think a Weather Ball could maybe get us. So I need to stop the Charizard. They have no way to stop the Fake Out. Yeah, so you gotta go for Rock Slide if you want to stop Trick Room here. Unless you have like some weird tech move like Dragon Tail, would be a pretty cool tech on Garchomp. I've seen it before, but like that's super rare. Much more likely that they're just gonna go for a Rock Slide. And there's our Life Orb. That's a lot of damage from Fake Out, actually. Okay, they're just going for Earthquake. Big damage into our Incineroar, I guess. Fair enough, I guess. You are also Life Orb. That is not much damage to our Farigiraf, though. Alright, we get our Trick Room up. Incineroar is positioned to do a lot of damage, actually. Darkest Lariat is 85. This is boosted by Sun and then resisted. Which would be... Is that right? Is that 180 over 2 is 90? Is that stronger than Darkest Lariat right now? Huh. Huh. Go Flare Blitz there and Psychic the Garchomp. Yeah, I like Flare Blitz too. That'll hopefully give me enough recoil to get off the field. They might just be double protecting, or they might have just protected the one. Okay, that's alright. Really good damage into Garchomp. Another Psychic takes that out, so we can go into Mawile and just Rock Slide Psychic. Perfect. No problem here. Sorry, Incineroar, you couldn't get that extra damage. Life Orb in the sun? Max attack? That might have KO'd the Charizard from there. That took a lot from our Fake Out. Here's all these activations. Okay. Mawile or Gallade? Gallade has Psycho Cut, but they could have Incineroar in the back. Yeah. Mawile's the play here. Just have to hit a Rock Slide. Mega Rock Slide plus Psychic the Garchomp. Good luck! And you can't go straight into Incineroar here because I have Hyper Cutter. I just gave up the Hyper Cutter, so now you can bring in your Incineroar, but... Rock Slide connects with Charizard. That's goodbye Charizard. And Garchomp is so low that Psychic definitely finishes from here. I think Psychic was going to finish even if we didn't hit the Garchomp with all those Life Orb ticks they've been taking. And we've got a decent amount of special attack on this Farig, which is nice. It hasn't felt like dead weight at all. Hello, Whimsicott. And Sylveon. Sylveon is the threat, but it likely protects. I think I still want to play rough into Sylveon, and I'll just Psychic the Whimsicott. I would guess Sylveon protects in this position, but what can you really do? You don't know I don't have Iron Head. I really would love to have Iron Head right now. A 100% accurate move that easily deletes either of these, that would be awesome. Alright, you can't use Encore. I guess in this position it's worth a shot. Okay, Play Rough is enough for Sylveon anyway. It has low physical defense. Makes sense. Mawile's crazy strong. I respect the Encore play there, because really you're only out in this match is I didn't have Armor Tail for some reason. So I get it. Good game. Alright, Staraptor Sand stuff with Goldengo. They've got Milotic. I feel like I've seen this team before. I would think it's like Tailwind Staraptor, Sash, Drill. Would it be Scarf Tyranitar? Is that what it was? But anyway, Trick Room seems nice here if we can manage. They don't really have much to stop a fate. They could bring Double Ghosts, I guess. They could bring Milotic, which would be a little awkward. They have quite a few things that could stop Gallade from setting Trick Room. They could Shadow Ball it with a Goldengo. They could Brave Bird it with a Staraptor. Might I just have to give them competitive? Vivillon is not good here if they have Rock Slide spam going on. Though, maybe we can just go down to the Rock Slide spam, redirect some stuff, get Trick Room up, go from there. Under Trick Room, Gallade is not it. Mawile is great, though. And then we just need something for the Goldengo. I think it might be Incineroar over Torkoal. I don't really need weather control here. I don't mind the sand. So yeah, this is what it's gonna be. All right, let's see what they're leading. Champion tier trainer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Milo Excadrill. We can live with that. Put up Trick Room and probably just sleep the Milotic. I don't see much point in going for Rage Powder if they're just going to Rock Slide. I would expect them to maybe Rock Slide here. Bring in Tyranitar. Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. That way I still lose Vivillon, and I put your Tyranitar to sleep and get a free swap. Assuming there's no flinches here, of course. Even if Vivillon flinches, if my Farigiraf doesn't, I'm happy. Alright, we got the sleep. I would rather have had the Trick Room, but if I can get both, then fantastic. I get both. That is fantastic. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Come on in. Mawile, I think? We have Milo in the back. Offensive Incineroar isn't terrible here. I'm gonna go with Mawile though. In fact, actually, I'm going to bring in Incineroar here to intimidate the Excadrill. And go for the play rough into Tyranitar, because I guarantee Tyranitar can't protect this turn. If it's the team I saw before, I think it was Scarf Tyranitar. It was similar to the Houndstone team I used. But you never know what's been changed. And this is a champion tier trainer. They can make changes. They know what they're doing. Alright, intimidate the Excadrill, so hopefully Mawile doesn't have to get knocked out here if they hit with high horsepower or something. And we get in before the Milotic, that's great. I'm thinking Excadrill might go for a Protect in this position, which I would be totally cool with. We got a Fake Out turn next turn, or just start attacking with Incineroar. Yes! That's awesome. Play rough does so much damage. Oh, they have a Sitrus Berry. I was hoping they wouldn't be Sitrus Berry so I could double up with like Rock Slide and Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Darkest Lariat into Excadrill. If I Close Combat the Drill and Rock Slide, I think that might be my best bet. Cover for Tyranitar as well. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get the Milotic, though. Staraptor, okay. My combo covers for that, too. Yeah, with that Intimidate, we definitely didn't get the Milotic. Oh, it would have been close, though, without that. I guess I could have tried to call the Excadrill swap and faked out Milotic, or doubled into Milotic. Just gone for play rough into Milotic, honestly. But I didn't want to risk Excadrill getting a hit off with Sash. Yeah, we probably lose our Incin there. Yeah, that's okay. Is that okay? They've got a lot of health left on that Excadrill. But Tyranitar is asleep. I don't really have anything for the Excadrill at this point, is the problem. Only 2 turns of Trick Room remain. I think I need to go Psychic the Drill plus Rock Slide here. Milo Protect, is it double Protect? No. Okay, so if I get a flinch on the Excadrill, that would be nice. I think I need it. They're going to get out of Trick Room, though, with a Protect next turn. Yeah, I don't think that's Sucker Punch range at all. I do get the flinch, though. That's awesome. It's definitely going to be a Protect from Drill here. I would think. How's the Sand looking? Last turn of Sand? You don't swap in Tyranitar here. You give up Milotic. You really do? Interesting. That actually gives me a chance to put Trick Room back up. Is there any chance they can KO Farigiraf from here? 148. 224, 106. I don't know. I think that's going to be hard to get the KO. I'm going to just go for Trick Room Protect. Good call. Probably should have committed harder. Now they have the flinch option, but no, they didn't get it. Happy to Psychic Excadrill and go for Play Rough into Tyranitar here. I need to get rid of Tyranitar. Before it wakes up. It's Mega Tyranitar. Okay, that's different than what I expected. Are they just putting up sand for the sake of hitting Farigiraf with Sand Chip? Wake up, protect. Is it Earthquake with Excadrill here? Ah, shoot. That could be a problem. Psychic's doing good damage, though. And a special defense drop. Yeah, there's Earthquake. Mawile takes this, but I don't think Farigiraf does. Oh! Oh, hang on. It's not over. They can definitely protect Excadrill here to get around the Psychic. They actually swap Tyranitar to Milo instead. Yeah, you protect there. Play Rough takes out Milo. Does your Tyranitar have... Your Tyranitar must have a move that can take out Mawile from here, right? Is there any chance... They wouldn't go for Earthquake here. And I can't afford to get rid of Trick Room. I think my only play is Sucker Punch Excadrill. That's more than Play Rough, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my only play here. It'll probably be enough. They did attack with Tyranitar. They probably have a move strong enough to take me out. Low kick. Doesn't do it. But now there's only one turn of Trick Room left. They can just protect. And then hit me again. Rock Slide wouldn't have worked there, because then Excadrill would still be alive, even if it flinched. Super close match here, wow. Them taking up my Incineroar so early really helped them. Maybe they clicked the wrong button and miss Rock Slide. That's my win count now, yeah. Low kick does it. GG. That was a good match against a good opponent. Alright, we're back. I think that was a great set of games. Thank you very much to the team creator for this team, and congrats on making it to Champion Tier. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.